more behind the scenes with Upflip, basically showing that me and PJ have a lot of work to do. When you start to get to the next level of making videos that are going to get 1 million views per video, it is not by luck at all. Everything is pre-planned. No one really understands is how much pre-production goes into these videos. So every single scene is pre-planned out to a degree where you know exactly what's going to be said. I mean, how many hours of pre-production do you think goes into a video like this, Jerry?
I would say probably at least a day, so 8 hours.
A full 8-hour day of just pre-production.
Yeah.
And so they know every shot. I mean, most people take the approach, we're going to figure out what we're going to do once we get to the site. Then we'll figure out the questions or maybe have a brief idea. But they know what location they're going to ask what question in, and then what the editing is going to look like. That is how the pros do it. So this is for a channel that gets, let's say, 300,000 to 1 million views per video. I know people that are getting 5 million views per video, and they have 12 to 20 pages of notes of pre-production before they even shoot the video. There's so much logistics that goes into it. A lot of people think it's just pure luck. I promise you it's not. It's just science. It is breaking down the human psychology. You're trying to turn traditional TV and ephemerate it. Ephemerate it? Fuck this. What I always think about is because my clients, there's a multitude of goals. It's get the best possible results, but also take as little of their time as possible. So what I'm learning here today that I'm going to take is if I spend more time pre-planning and actually knowing the answer that I want from my clients, I can just give them the answer. That's what they're doing for Ken, is they know what Ken would say because he said it in different videos. They just tell him what to say. And then through editing, you make the best video because of that. And then it's, how do I make a video that takes as little of their time as possible, but has these same style results? And I think that comes down to starting with just the idea for the video. The thing that you're really gonna learn from a team like this that is fully prepared, they have 15 full-time people planning out these types of videos, is if you're not getting views, it is because you have an understanding gap between where you need to be and where you are. Makes 100% sense. The reason why me and PJ aren't 10xing client results is because they understand this better than we do. And I guarantee you, we understand it a lot fucking better than you. Sorry, I don't mean that. God.
He's right, we do.
Fuck you.
Road tripping with Jerry. It's like a good day to me. Raw dogging it. You heard him.
Yeah.
You heard him there
30
first.
minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes.
Gerald only red eggs.
Yeah, it's definitely.
As we can see right here, I wasn't familiar with your game, player.
55 plus.
There you go.
This way is situated.
It's really.
Well, they thought about that is because in contrast with this one.
Yeah.
So Ken can divide. Okay, this one is like he always jokes about this one.
The goal is to take Gerald to a strip club. Just fucking tear it up with the homie Jerry. We want to be making, if we're making 3 times as much money, PJ and I collectively agreed that we're gonna take Jerry and just fucking spend a month's worth of income on him at the strip club. So let's start a petition in the comments to have us triple our income if you want Jerry to fucking get some action at the titty bar.
Rolling. Yep.
All right. Welcome to the 55 plus
Yeah.
age restricted
Yes.
property, right?
In Sun City.
And you've owned this, you said, for 20 years.
Yeah, actually 21.
What made you get in to this asset class as opposed to market rate, which is open to everybody else? Could you introduce yourself for those who might not know you? Tell us a little bit about you, the scale of your operations, and where we are today.
Okay.
And so at some point in there, you can mention how much the investment is, because my follow-up is tied to where I say something like, wow, that is quite the investment. Did you come from money, is the follow-up.
Well, I started with a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with cash flow, and that was my first investment. I used my own money. Then I ran out. So
What year was that?
gosh, that was 25, almost 30 years ago. Wow. And that's normal.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey Josh, this where you're gonna retire? Oh, these girls are gonna love that.
That's the whole point. You call it the second, third, fourth side of the asset. Okay. So the first one was going from say 9.7 million.
They said they have 10 to 15 people working on this.
And then, but these 3 guys, they're going to do 3 more videos here and then drive to Vegas and do 4.
Yeah.
So you think about it, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah, they can be told about.
I wonder how much revenue they're doing. I know they're trying to monetize it from an academy on the back end, but I don't know what their conversion rates would look like. I'm sure they'd be open to tell us.
They have direct sponsors though, not just the YouTube.
Probably. Their channel makes sense to have sponsors for.
Yeah, that or to your point, they might have, if they have an academy.
They do.
That is their sponsor.
Yeah. Because I wonder how much money they're spending on this per month.
Well,
It's substantial.
that is.
Especially with the travel. I mean, it's got to be, if they have,
Yeah.
it's probably at least $150,000 a month. Just on content.
I'm always curious if there's venture money behind any of this shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I don't think they're doing 150 in YouTube ad revenue per month. They could be doing almost that.
well, how many they get? Like,
They do a video a week, and on average, they're probably doing, I don't know, I'd like to see their back end,
yeah.
but they're doing a lot of views. Do you like the way they interview you, where they just tell you what to say after they ask the question? Or would you prefer to
Well,
answer?
it's not that much different from you. So, like, they are very, to be honest, I mean, the way it felt was very similar. Like, what you compared with is a Hawk, middle stop, you know, and so they're really doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And they have a specific sentence they want me to say.
Yeah.
So do you, you know,
Okay.
and and then I ad-libbed on some stuff, but about the same, I would say, a little less ad-lib with them. So probably a little more pre-planned for them.
Yeah.
So, oh Jesus, that's a good idea.
They probably have the title and thumbnail already done, and that's why they were telling me the hooks to. But I'd really like to talk to the person who's directing it. Is it the dude that's on camera, or?
Yeah, the main camera guy. They have been backwards hat.
Yeah.
It feels like that guy that's the one guy I thought was the main guy is more of a screen personality.
Yeah.
Because he actually turned to that guy and was like, is that good? You want another take? And he also had to memorize his lines.
Yeah.
So he's looking at his phone. He'd be reading.
Yeah. It's all pre-production.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how all big-time YouTubers do it.
Really.
Almost all of it's done from the pre-planning stage.
Yeah. So he's basically like memorizing the question and then you ask him can.
Yeah.
So feels very neat, like a conversation.